Okay, so today I'm going to do a video on the IXIL Exhaust for the cb125e. These are a great bike. I mainly use it, or I really only use it as a commuter to get to and from work. I've put heated grips on it, which helps a lot. I can ride it all year round now. I've done, there you go, 5,000 Ks. I've owned it 6 months and I ride it approximately 10 to 15 Ks every day to and from work, and so far it's saved me about $800 in fuel from my fuel guzzling Hilux. Anyway, I'll give you a listen to the exhaust and then try and take it out for a bit of a spin and mic up the exhaust for you. So this is the kind of noise to expect at idle. Too loud, so you can start it up early in the morning if you've got to go to work on it. One thing to notice, standing behind it, there is a heap of, you can feel the pressure coming out the exhaust now. I have noticed in the 2 weeks I've had it, just around in here, it's starting to get a bit of surface rust, but otherwise the chrome's looking pretty good. It's a bit dirty, it needs a wash. I've got the chrome stainless steel one, pretty easy to fit. One thing maybe worth noting is down here where the old exhaust bolted up to, this doesn't do that. It just goes straight from the engine, straight through, and it mounts up where the rear foot peg is, and of course there's a little stopper for your center stand. Now I had to bend that a bit, and I actually ended up putting an additional washer in there just because my exhaust didn't sit so great, but honestly I fitted this while I was at work in about 15 minutes with a really crappy toolkit. Anyway, I'll give it a bit of a rev for you. Oops. Now what I'm going to attempt to do is somehow maybe try and mount this to my bike and take it for a bit of a spin so you get an idea of how it sounds under load. Now don't laugh too hard, I've just sticky taped a bit of PVC conduit on there to hopefully hold my camera, and I'll take you for a spin. Alright guys, well that's it. That's the cb125e IXIL exhaust. It does make the bike go a little bit better, particularly in the upper rev range. It feels a little bit less restrictive, and it sort of makes the bike a little bit more revvy, and if you use it in that high end rev range, it really kind of helps the bike. You can really get it moving. People often say to me when I leave work, they go, "Man, how'd you get up how'd you get over there so quickly? Well, the truth is I thrashed the crap out of my cb125, and it's just a great all-round little bike. One other thing to note though, this exhaust is not the miracle for the cb125. You've got to remember it's just a 125. This is a commuter. This is not really designed to be a highway bike. You can get the thing up to 100. If you sit behind a truck, I've had it up to 105, 110, but honestly, this exhaust is not going to make you do 100. It's going to make it a little bit more zippy, and it's going to sort of help you with cars. I mean, I was nearly hit by a couple of cars just because this thing was so damn quiet. But now cars can certainly hear you, and it's actually a bit of fun. Once you get used to the noise, it's actually kind of cool. Would I buy it again? Yeah, probably. It seems to help, and seems well built. It is a little bit lighter, but believe me, I don't think weight really makes too much of a difference with this bike. I've had like 2 slabs of beer on the back with tie downs over this area. I've had yeah, quite a bit of weight on the back of this, and it's not uncommon for me to load it up like a Barley bike, and it doesn't complain really. It's a great little bike. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.